blindness, paralysis, dizziness, they can't hear, they can't speak. This among 11 children who died in 1996 as guinea pigs for the pharmaceutical company Pfizer, who used them for experimentation, or what do they call it? Clinical trials. That's it. There was a civil lawsuit against Pfizer where this took place in Nigeria. Now in 2009, the lawsuit took place and the courts decided that Pfizer owed those families $75 million. Hey, $75 million is nothing to scoff at, even if you are a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical corporation. This would seriously cut into your profits and would certainly make you look bad on the international stage. According to diplomatic cables released by WikiLeaks, Pfizer did everything they could to discredit, destroy, and blackmail the Nigerian judge who made this ruling. They hired a private investigator to go digging into his life. They committed all kinds of acts of slander and libel, all of this to intimidate him into trying to alter his court decision. This, along with using children as guinea pigs, another beautiful symbol of the profit motive. The cables released show Pfizer's attempt to wash the blood off their hands of any legal responsibility for having killed these children. The cables also show a complicity by the U.S. government in covering up these crimes. I mean, it's not the first time that a very large business has conducted a very horrible violation against human rights and have bullied, intimidated, coerced, blackmailed, and threatened people into silence, or at least doing the same to get the blood off their hands. This leads back to a story I did a couple days ago, or at least a week ago, about drug companies going to the third world and taking advantage of the desperate poverty that they, as a part of capitalism, created to use them as cheap lab rats. And sometimes they are almost literally cheaper than lab rats, considering all the paperwork that you have to do and people you have to get to come in to check things over when you actually experiment on animals. It's literally cheaper to go to the third world and use people for experimentation. And this goes back to the argument how capitalism actually really helps the third world, and what a lie that actually is, and how poverty is supposedly not a form of coercion, and how experimenting on children can't be bad because child labor isn't bad. I mean, forcing a child to do something against their will in order to turn a profit isn't bad. I mean, it goes into all those other arguments, but another example of the pure greatness that is capitalism. Murdering children and blackmailing people to cover it up and wash their hands of any responsibility.